I was sitting on my porch early one evening, phone in hand, when an unexpected notification popped up on my screen. I didn't usually pay attention to my girlfriend's group chats, but something told me to take a look. The lines Sarah, Emily, Amanda, and two others in iMessage on its own didn't raise any alarms. They often texted about weekend plans or home decor makeovers. But the preview was short, like a secret code. Secret dates tonight. Before I knew it, the chat opened, messages loading one by one. A chill ran through me. My heart raced when I saw the avatars. The same faces I'd hung out with at parties, Easter picnics, and church gatherings. Jessica, my girlfriend of nearly a year. Sarah and Emily, her best friends. Amanda, basically her sister, plus Lindsay and Megan, two girls I knew a little less, but whose laughter I'd heard countless times in our group. It all looked innocent, until that winky emoji. Suddenly I realized this wasn't friendly flirting, it was a hidden game. I scrolled up. Can't wait for tonight? I got the perfect place, no prying eyes, he doesn't suspect a thing. Then I saw a photo. Under neon green lighting, two silhouettes barely visible, faces inches apart, hands almost touching. Caption, Mike. My chest tightened. I'd heard Jessica mention Mike in passing, some college friend, but now I saw him standing there with her. Yeah, a wine glass in his hand, the same one she always used when telling me a good story. My throat went dry. Memories flashed like a slideshow. Last Friday, making breakfast together, Sunday's church picnic in the suburbs, her calling me my favorite while we queued for pastries. All of it felt like someone else's life. I tapped the sender. Jessica, last seen online around midnight. My fingers shook. I realized their silence was a choice, a shared secret club excluding me. I sank back into my chair, tears blurring my vision, and understood this was only the first act of a twisted show. I couldn't stay on the sidelines. That night, I opened my laptop and transferred every date, screenshot, and emoji into a document, playing detective in my own life. I flipped through our joint calendar. Dentist appointments, her aunt's birthday, a Friday evening church meetup, and the cozy bistro reservation I'd made to celebrate her project launch. In the group chat, they'd called it Perfect Place, with no prying eyes. The address matched the bistro. My blood ran cold. I laced up my sneakers and grabbed an Uber. April's suburban breeze felt like ice. Music thumped in my ears, but every beat echoed, he doesn't suspect a thing. Pulling up, I spotted a black Jeep under the trees, Mike's ride no doubt. I crossed the dimly lit patio, slid through the front door under the pretense of checking the fire alarm, then crept to a staff-only door and back. Inside, Jessica froze. Mike let go of her hand, and I realized I'd arrived too late. Wrong place, buddy, Mike said coolly. Mike, please, Jessica whispered. It's not what you think. But I already understood. Their friend's silence wasn't protection, it was complicity. I stepped toward them. I want out, I said, and they led me outside. Rain-soaked asphalt, neon reflections, and a silent Uber ride later, I knew this investigation was just beginning. Over the next days, I reached out one by one. Sarah, I met her at a downtown Starbucks under the guise of work. We brainstormed font choices and color palettes until I slid her my tablet full of screenshots. She went pale. We thought we were protecting her, she said, tears in her eyes. And you. I shut the tablet. Protecting her doesn't mean betraying me. Emily, she came over at 6, clutching a travel mug. We thought it'd blow over, she admitted. I kept waiting for the right moment. Her fear sounded genuine, but I needed clear answers. When did you choose your fear over telling me the truth? Amanda, her apartment was spotless, a family Bible and a bottle of holy water on the shelf. Over mint tea, she confessed, we were scared of gossip. Her career, her family, the church, I asked. So you buried my trust to save a reputation? She broke down. We were wrong. Lindsay, we met at our old pub by the parish church. She said, I hate conflict. I thought I'd lose you both. I replied, you lost my trust instead. In a quiet bookstore cafe, she teared up. I didn't know how to lie, and truth felt like too big a bomb. Finally, she said, I'm sorry. I'll do whatever it takes to make this right. Jessica, at our favorite Lakeview Park, she arrived hooded, eyes downcast. I felt unseen with just us, she confessed. Talking to Mike made me feel alive, but I was running from our reality. I asked everyone to stay quiet. Her tears fell. I hurt you worse by hiding than by leaving. I listened. Then I offered her one chance. I can't promise forgiveness, but I'll try. If we commit to honesty, no more secrets. In the days that followed, I woke up to texts. I came clean to everyone. I apologized to Jess. I told the pastor. I replied, "Thank you. I need time." Time was brutal. Every morning I heard those emojis in my head. But one afternoon, leaving a meeting, I realized I was done being held hostage by their fears. I texted Jessica, "Meet me at the bistro, where it all started. I want to talk again, but as someone who just needs to understand." She said yes. That evening, the bistro was half empty and dim. Over the same whispered apologies and trembling lip, she said, "I let fear guide me, and it hurt everyone." I took her hand. "Thank you for finally telling me. I don't know if I can forget it all, but I want to move forward. No more games." She nodded, hope in her eyes. A few weeks later, I moved out. I packed my books, my jerseys, my reality, and drove to the lake where I first felt free. No phone, no spreadsheets, just wind and water and a quiet brain. In the days that followed, I volunteered at the local animal shelter, cuddling cats and walking dogs whose only demand was a gentle scratch behind the ears. I started a simple journaling habit, managed to smile today, didn't check my phone first thing. Those managed moments became milestones. I ran into Sarah again. She really did seem happy for me. We spoke about work and life, no awkwardness, just normal. I invited Megan to the shelter. She joined without hesitation. Lindsay even came around to help clean cages. And Emily reached out, asking if I'd like to screen test her friend's short film. I dusted off my editing software, cut together a mini documentary on shelter rescues, and for the first time in months, felt that creative spark again. One evening back at that lake, watching the sun dip below the pines, I realized I hadn't thought about secret dates in days. I didn't hate Jessica or my friends. I was grateful for the harsh lessons their fear taught me, that trust only lives in the open, that silence can hurt more than lies, and that sometimes you have to let go of everything to find yourself again. I dipped my fingers in the cool water, took a deep breath, and whispered, "Here's to whatever comes next. No secrets, just a clean slate." And for the first time, I meant it.